All right, let's just jump right into this. We hear it all the time, right? That real beauty comes from some expensive jar or maybe a syringe or some fancy treatment. But today, we're going to explore a totally different idea. An idea that says true radiance, well, it isn't something you put on your skin, it's something you build. And the main building block for that? It might just be the one thing everyone's told you to stay away from.
I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. All those creams, all the serums, all the procedures. You spend so much time and money. But what if all you're really doing is just patching up problems on the surface? What if the real issues are actually happening deep down inside your body? It kind of makes you wonder, right? Is it all just a losing battle against a problem you're not even seeing?
And that is the core idea we're going to unpack right now. This concept that beautiful, radiant skin, strong hair, that vibrant look we're all after, it's just the outside result of what's happening on the inside. It's about having healthy, well-fed cells. So it's a huge shift in thinking, right? From trying to cover up problems to actually rebuilding your health from the inside out.
Okay, so if aging isn't just about birthdays, what's really making our skin look, dull, wrinkled, and just tired? Well, the answer is actually inside our own bodies, and it's driven by what we put into them. Let's take a look at the real enemies of our skin.
You see, that wrinkle or that dull spot, it's not just a sign of getting older. It's actually a signal, a little SOS from your cells. They're basically screaming that they're stuck in this vicious cycle of damage. You've got chronic inflammation wearing them down, then you have nutrient deficiencies that are starving them of the tools they need to repair themselves. And on top of all that, there's this thing called glycation. You can just think of it as sugar damage that is literally making your cells stiff and old. And yeah, they all feed into each other.
So let's talk about that last one, glycation. This is where it gets really interesting. Just picture the collagen in your skin, right? It's supposed to be flexible and bouncy, keeping everything plump. But when there's too much sugar floating around in your system, that sugar literally latches on to those proteins. It creates this chemical bond that turns them rigid, weak, and even discolored.
I love this analogy because it makes so much sense. In short, your skin is basically being caramelized by sugar. Think about it. What happens when you heat sugar in a pan? It turns into hard, brown, sticky caramel. Well, that's pretty much what's happening to the proteins in your skin, just in super slow motion. And that caramelization is exactly what makes your skin brittle and way more prone to aging.
Just look at the difference here. On one side, you've got healthy skin. It's flexible, it's plump, it's resilient. But glycated skin, it gets stiff and brittle, it loses that radiance, and just can't bounce back anymore. And that's how those deep wrinkles start to form. What you're seeing is the direct result of sugar damage, right down at the cellular level.
Okay, so if sugar is literally caramelizing our skin, what's the antidote? What can we do? How do we give our bodies the right materials to actually fight back and rebuild? Well, this brings us to the hero of our story, nutrient-dense animal protein.
Let me give you a simple analogy. Think of meat as the ultimate Lego block set for building your body. I mean, if you want to build a really complex Lego spaceship, you need all the right pieces, right? The specific, correct ones. Your body is exactly the same. Meat provides that complete, perfectly matched set of Lego blocks, all the proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals that your body absolutely needs to build and repair itself, especially your skin and hair.
Now, here's the really crucial part. Meat doesn't just have these beauty nutrients, it has them in their most bioavailable forms. What does that mean? It means they're in a format our body can easily recognize, grab, and actually use. It's got the complete amino acid profile to build new collagen. It's packed with heme iron for that healthy, rosy glow. It's got zinc to help calm down inflammation and repair damage. And it has retinol, the real active form of vitamin A to speed up skin renewal.
Let's just zoom in on iron for a second, because this is a perfect example. Ever feel pale or notice your hair is thinning? You might be low on iron. Now, you could eat a mountain of spinach thinking you're doing the right thing, but your body will only absorb less than 5% of that type of iron. Now, compare that to the heme iron you get from red meat. Your body absorbs up to 30% of it. The difference in efficiency is it's worlds apart.
All right, but listen, there's a really critical detail here. You can't just add a steak to a meal full of pasta and bread and expect magic to happen. It just won't work. To truly unlock all these benefits, the meat has to be part of a low-carbohydrate diet. That's where the real synergy happens.
And the logic behind this is actually really simple, but it's so powerful. When you cut way down on carbs, you get rid of those big blood sugar spikes. And without those spikes,
You shut down that whole glycation process, that skin caramelization we've been talking about. So see, you're not just adding the good stuff in, you're actively stopping the bad stuff from happening. This finally gives your body the chance to use all those amazing nutrients from the meat to repair and rebuild. And that's when your natural glow starts to come through.
Oh, and we absolutely have to talk about fat. For decades, we've been taught to fear it, right? But high-quality animal fat is absolutely essential for good skin. It actually builds the outer layer, the membrane of your cells, which is what locks in moisture and gives you that dewy, hydrated look. And cholesterol, it's not the bad guy we think it is. It's the raw material your body needs to make vital hormones. We're talking estrogen, testosterone, the stuff that regulates everything from your energy to your mood. It's what gives you that inner vitality.
So let's put it all together. We've seen the problem, right? It's internal damage, mostly from sugar and not getting the right nutrients. And we've also seen the solution. Building ourselves up from the inside out, using those perfect raw materials we find in meat, and doing it all while keeping the carbs low. It's a totally, completely different way to think about beauty.
And this, right here, this is really the main takeaway. Instead of putting all your energy into concealing flaws, imagine redirecting that focus. Imagine building a foundation of such deep, profound cellular health that, well, there's just nothing left to cover up. True beauty, then, just becomes an outward sign of true health.
So this kind of reframes everything, doesn't it? Your next meal suddenly becomes your most important beauty decision of the day. Every single bite is a choice. Are you going to fuel that caramelization process we talked about? Or are you going to give your body the high-quality building blocks it's craving to be truly, deeply radiant? The choice really is yours.